Days have passed since the explosive allegations of an alleged affair, yet Georgia prosecutors Fani Willis and Nathan Wade have chosen to maintain their silence. Greetings to everyone. Today's video focuses on the allegations made against Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis regarding her alleged romantic involvement with one of the prosecutors in the Trump co-defendant case. The judge overseeing the criminal election interference case involving former President Donald Trump and his allies has announced plans to hold a hearing next month to address a motion seeking Willis's disqualification due to claims of an improper personal relationship with a special prosecutor appointed by her. Roman, the co-defendant, has taken action to disqualify Willis and her office from the case, asserting that she has been involved in a personal and romantic connection with Nathan Wade. Without further delay, let's begin our discussion. In the criminal case concerning former President Donald Trump and his associates' alleged election interference, the Georgia judge overseeing the proceedings has announced plans to hold a hearing next month. The purpose of this hearing is to address a motion seeking the disqualification of Fulton County District Attorney Fani T. Willis. The motion claims that Willis had an inappropriate personal relationship with a special prosecutor appointed to the case. During a hearing on Friday, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee stated that he is awaiting a response from Willis regarding the misconduct allegations raised in a court filing by Mike Roman, one of Trump's co-defendants in the case. Roman, who served as a senior campaign aide during the 2020 election, submitted the filing on Monday. As of now, Willis has not provided a response to these allegations. Roman is seeking to remove Willis and her office from the case, alleging that Willis has been involved in a personal romantic relationship with Nathan Wade. Wade's law firm has received over $650,000 in payments from the district attorney's office since he was appointed as an outside prosecutor for the case in November 2021. Willis has not publicly addressed these allegations, but her spokesperson stated that she will provide a response in a court filing. During a hearing on unrelated issues in the case, McAfee invited Wade and other prosecutors present to comment on Roman's motion. Seated while the judge awaited a response, Wade, the chief prosecutor, remained in his place. Moments later, Daisha Young, an executive district attorney assigned to the case, stood up to reply. "Not at this time, Your Honor," Young stated. This exchange occurred during a hearing concerning motions filed by Trump and the other defendants involved in the case. It was the first public appearance of Wade and the prosecution team amidst a controversy that could potentially disrupt or delay the high-profile racketeering case. The case alleges that Trump and his allies conspired unlawfully to overturn Trump's 2020 election loss in Georgia. In contrast to previous hearings, Wade and the prosecutors entered and exited the courtroom through a back hallway on Friday, avoiding contact with reporters. Although Wade entered the courtroom with a smile, he refrained from engaging with defense attorneys, which deviated from his usual practice of greeting and shaking hands with fellow lawyers involved in this emotionally charged case. Instead, he delegated the task of answering questions and presenting arguments to other members of the prosecution team, a departure from his customary approach. In his motion on Monday, Roman alleged that Wade's hiring as an outside prosecutor was both improper and unethical, due to his assertion of a pre-existing personal relationship between Wade and Willis. In the filed document, it was alleged that Willis had personally benefited from Wade's earnings in the case, claiming that she had accompanied him on various trips and cruises unrelated to work, all of which were funded by Wade. According to Roman's filing, both Wade and Willis were profiting greatly from the prosecution, with taxpayers bearing the cost. However, no evidence was presented to support these allegations. Ashley Merchant, a well-known defense attorney representing Roman, stated that the claims were based on undisclosed sources and records from Wade's contentious divorce proceedings. Prior to Roman's filing, Willis was served a subpoena to provide a deposition as a witness in Wade's divorce case, as stated in a court document obtained by the Washington Post. The reason behind Wade's wife seeking Willis's deposition remains unclear, and Joycelyn Mayfield, Wade's attorney, declined to comment on the matter. Despite multiple attempts to reach out for comment, Wade has remained silent. Scott Kimbrough, who has been Wade's divorce attorney since November, also chose not to provide any comments regarding the ongoing case when contacted by phone on Friday. The matter of Roman's filing was brought up during a discussion about a motion concerning discovery issues, which was presented by Steve Sado, the Atlanta attorney leading Trump's defense in the Georgia case. McAfee then asked Sado to clarify a request he had made in an email earlier that week, inquiring if Trump could postpone his decision on whether to support Roman's motion to disqualify Willis. Roman's claims, as described by Sado, possess a provocative and sensational quality. Sado expresses caution in supporting motions that make these allegations without a thorough comprehension or verification of their validity. Before making a decision on whether or not Trump would support Roman's motion, Sado expressed his desire to gather more information about the claims and to review Willis's response. Craig Gillen, the attorney representing David Schaefer, another defendant in the case, informed McAfee that he was conducting his own investigation to determine whether they would adopt or supplement Roman's motion. McAfee assured the lawyers that he would allow some flexibility to allow all parties to respond, but also emphasized his intention to maintain control. The prosecutors, including Wade, showed minimal visible reaction to the ongoing discussion. The accusation has the potential to disrupt a case that Willis has been making significant progress in over the past few months. Out of the initial 19 co-defendants of Trump, 4 have chosen to accept plea deals and are now providing cooperation in the case. On the other hand, certain individuals, such as former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, have faced difficulties in their endeavors to transfer the case from state to federal court. In the event that McAfee determines that Willis and her office are ineligible to participate in the proceedings, the responsibility of selecting a new prosecutor for the case would fall upon the Prosecuting Attorney's Council of Georgia. Currently, the council is actively seeking an external prosecutor to oversee the legal matters concerning Burt Jones, who served as a Trump elector in 2020 and currently holds the position of Georgia's lieutenant governor. In 2022, Willis and her office were disqualified from investigating Jones by a judge due to Willis's involvement in sponsoring a fundraiser for a former colleague who happened to be a Democratic contender against Jones. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.